Hi guys, it's Clarence here again from the Asian Tech Guy. Today I have here with me this guy. This is the Zotac GeForce GTX 1060 OC Mini. It sports 8GB of GDDR5 video RAM. It's a mini card by nature, so it's only powered by this guy. Yep, it requires just one 8-pin connector. So I bought this guy $80 off Carousel Marketplace, and the guy said that it sometimes powers on. But I call bull on this one because as soon as I got it home, it never even booted once. There ain't no display whatsoever. This guy has no base plate, and upon inspecting the card, I can see that the factory seal is no longer intact. So obviously someone did open up this card before, probably in a bid to repair it. So I totally got hosed on this one, but on the bright side, it's an opportunity to try out something. I'm gonna try reviving this guy using a heat gun a la Tech ES City or random gaming in HD style. I'm gonna be attempting to revive it using this guy. It's a 2000 watt heat gun by Stanley. First order of business, before we try going all out, balls to the walls to repair this guy. I won't go exactly balls to the walls, that's for sure. But yeah, that being said, before doing it, we're gonna plonk it into my test bench, and to make sure that it's indeed not working, I'll be making sure to test both the DP and the HDMI ports. I'm not sure whether I did test all the ports, because I usually just test the HDMI, and I will not test the DVI ports, because in this day and age, nobody uses DVI no more, and I also have no cables or anything to hook them up to my monitors. So that's a no-no for sure. Alright, enough talking, let's go! Right on the cut, the ports actually look pretty clean, so I won't bother to clean out the connections. I'm just gonna assume that they're working just fine. So the test bench is based on the AM4 platform, and we're just gonna plug it in there and attempt to power the system on. I'm sorry for the husky voice. I'm having a bit of a sore throat right now, so I'm trying the best that I can. My immune system has really taken a toll ever since I got COVID a couple of months ago. And we connect that 8-pin supplemental power. And the HDMI cable, of course. Right, we're in. Now, for the moment of truth, we're going to be powering this bad boy on. Alright, the GPU spins, but stop almost immediately. Rest of the system. And the AIO is still spinning, at least the fans on the AIO, from what I can see. However, I'm having nothing on this display whatsoever. Now we move on to try it on the display port this time round. I hope second time's the charm. But of course, if it works, then I don't need to make this video anymore. So we'll see. So I've been using this Ugreen DP to HDMI adapter to make it happen. This end goes to the GPU, and the other end goes to the HDMI cable. Alright. And we'll power the system back on again. Same behavior. The fans spin and just stop almost immediately. Let's take a look at the screen. Just wait a couple of seconds. Oh damn, there ain't no display either. And so I waited for a while, and guess what? This happened. So no, I did not get any kind of legitimate display, but for the first time ever, something happened on the screen. I left it there while going through some of my feeds on social media, and I looked up at the screen. This happened. So it means that the card is able to output something, be it whatever the fuck this is. So enough said, we're going to pull the card out and see what we can do to somehow make it work again. So one thing I saw Tech ES City do was with this guy. So the idea here is that we try to clean out this guy. This makes contact with the PCIe slot on the motherboard. Hopefully we clean that out and it makes contact well enough. Now you somehow get a working GPU, so we try that quick fix first before anything else, since the easiest thing to get out of the way. Here goes nothing. Just give it a rub on this golden pieces, yeah. Alright, one side, just brush everything off. And the other side. It ain't that dirty, but I'll just give it a shot anyway. So I got the same result. I'm still getting this gibberish on the screen. So off to the next thing. I remember I said I wouldn't try the connectors, but it's something easy. So I'm gonna get some cables and plug them in and out of the graphics card port itself, just to make sure that the connections are fine. So this is what we're gonna do. We're literally gonna plug this in and out of the slot multiple times. Somehow try to clear out any stuff that's remaining in here. Boom. Just snap it up, just like that. In and out 10 times, maybe more. Just like that. Jam it in and try to jack it up with some friction. We'll try to clear any stuff that's kicked on top of it. Alright, that should do it, and repeat the same for the HDMI port before testing it again. Alright, so that did nothing either. For the card, it still remains in the same condition as fucked as can be. Now if I get a shot from this angle, you can see that there's some kind of oxidation going on there. Right here, yes, all this like white greeny spots, which indicate that it has gone through some kind of neglect or water damage. I fear for the worst. But next, what we gotta do, we gotta disassemble this card, take it apart, clean it out, and start that reflow process using the heat gun. We just care about the board, so we're just gonna strip the cooler off and expose the bare board. The fans portion, yeah, we're not gonna care about it because we want to make sure that the card itself works fine. The fan is just for cooling, so it doesn't matter that much at this point of time. I'm not expert at this, so I'm just winging it and seeing how it goes. I'm going to be loosening all this stuff with my mechanical screwdriver, and I'm going to use electric to save time in screwing. Alright, here goes nothing. Boom. Well, I'm looking at a sticker right here. It says, let me get that in focus. Yeah, I think it was manufactured in 2017, December of 2017. So technically it isn't that old, it's just about coming 5 years, around there. Alright, let's get everything out. There we go. It's coming off. Just need to somehow remove this fan header, this fan connector, and good to go there. There. Die exposed, rather the bare cut exposed. Then a plain flyby. I had to stop filming, it's getting too loud for any noise reduction to work. As I was saying, there were no thermal pads, but looking at the card put together like this, even if there were thermal pads on the VRMs there, it won't be touching anything and they'll probably fall off. There's nothing kind of holding it together. So I guess that's about right. And inspecting the card, there's some corrosion rust on this side, but that's the DVI connector, so I'm not too worried. Guy here, there's some corrosion. I don't know what this is, but it seems something vital. There's some corrosion there, and the rest of the card, it looks fine to me, at least on first inspection. Gonna clean that off and we'll see the GPU die itself. Here we go, some isopropyl alcohol. Alright, that's a bit excessive, but no worries. It will evaporate real quick. There we go, give it a quick rubby. Nice. Looking all pristine there. GP104 200A1. I hope that's a GTX 1070. I'm sure it is. It's time to whip up this guy. Our good old WD-40. Time to put it to good use. I'm gonna spray it all over. Yeah, I've laid paper protecting the table all around. I'm gonna cover this guy in WD-40 and I'm gonna brush it down on both sides. Hopefully to clear off some grime and whatever that's, causing it a non-boot. And let's get brushy. Do it the same for behind. Next, to speed up the drying process and to get most of the WD-40 off the card, or rather it actually forms a layer to prevent dust and other stuff sticking onto it. I'm going to be using this guy, yeah, my trusty leaf blower. It's a bit overkill, but it works. So let's go. And so initially I wanted to wait for this to dry overnight, but I forgot that WD-40 is not electrically conductive. So I'm just gonna run ahead to heat gun the shit out of this guy so I can speed right ahead without wasting too much time for this guy to dry out, because it won't. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the heat gun right there. I'm gonna crank it to about 2/3 the way on high speed, and I'm just gonna go circles around the GPU, hopefully trying to reflux or reflow it somehow or other. If it magically works, fine. I seen Tech Year CD and Random Gaming HD did it and it works. So I hope it works wonders for me. And I've set the card itself on top of one of my baking trays lined with foil so I don't poison my family. That is it. Let's get ahead to heat gun the shit out of this guy. So here goes nothing. I'm gonna be doing this for 5 minutes straight. Here we go. So the card is bloody hot now to the touch. And we're gonna leave it to what it's gonna do to cool down. And some friends are coming over, so I'm gonna have to give this a stop. And once we get a chance, we're gonna assemble this card together. Cross our fingers, we see what happens. So some friends are coming over and my Rode wireless mic is getting out of battery. I forgot to charge it before using it. So I'm gonna let it cool down. And next opportunity, I will start assembling this card together. Cross our fingers, see whether this works. Let's hope for the best. See you soon. I finally found time to work on it. So here goes nothing. Right, so we first try to put back this VRM heatsink. I forgot to take this out earlier. It contains a thermal pad right in there. It's a bit dirty, but it still worked. It covers these guys. Boom, we put it here. And we try to screw it back on. Yeah, it's tight enough. Now time to put on some good old thermal paste. I'm just using good old J900 on that. Yes, the GPU chip right there. As always, just a pea-sized dollop will do. Oh, that's a bit too much, but whatever, it'll work. First order of business, we'll put that fan, we connect up that fan header. If we miss that, that'll be a disaster. Alright, it's in, let's make sure it's in all the way. We'll plumb this heatsink fan thing back in, flip it around, make sure get it aligned properly. We have this black rubber thingy. Yeah, this black rubber stuff. Gotta get it aligned. And these are some kind of washers, I believe. I'm gonna try screwing it with even pressure on all sides. And do it diagonally, like how you do it for CPU cooler. And the other side. Try not screwing too much. Get it with equal pressure on all sides. This is no LTT screwdriver, but it'll work. Right, and we start screwing in a bit at a time on each side. Hey boy, you came in? Oh! Mr. Boy, why do you not nap?
Follow my video.
You bed head. It's finally time for the moment of truth. I'm gonna plonk this bad boy back in the test rig. Moment of reveal to see whether this guy is working or not. After that heat gun reflow attempt, at least I try to. We'll first try using the HDMI input. First attempt at greatness. See if that works. Here goes nothing. Holy red button, the power switch. Right, that thing spins and stops again. That isn't a good sign. Still no output. Let's wait for a little bit just to see if anything improves. I think we're fucked here. Now for the DisplayPort input as well. Rather output. Hopefully second time's the charm. Same behavior. Fan spins. Everything stops. Come on, come on. If nothing changes, in a bit, we'll see like weird lines on the screen. Rainbow and colorful. Anyhow, I was just attempting to fix this GPU. It doesn't mean that it will succeed. But that being said, either you win or you learn a strong lesson this time. If it says maybe spoiled, I just gotta make sure whether it's really spoiled or not and probably bargain down. But if not, I just get a GPU with warranty and the paper receipt, at least being it a paper receipt or online receipt, then I'll be sure that at least if anything goes wrong with the GPU, I'll be able to claim manufacturer warranty at the very least as a hedge against anything I gotta pay in terms of mailing. Hey, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I had a blast walking around this. I didn't manage to make it work, but at least I try, different steps to see what I can do. Of course, I'm not well versed enough to test out each component in the card and replace them to make it work, but it's the best I can do at this point of time. So I'm gonna flip this card probably for parts just to recover a bit of the cost and not to get totally host, maybe partially host. That being said, I've come to the end of the video and I hope to see you guys, as always, in the next one.